Good evening, everyone, and welcome to One Hub points tier around the circuit of Monza in Italy. It is the Temple of Speed is its other name, and obviously these drivers will be hoping to set some ridiculous lap times around here as usual. Today, as always, I am joined by Jamie. Jamie, how are you doing, mate?
Feeling very good. Looking forward to this.
Yeah, obviously we've just been talking about just before the stream started. Obviously, it's the fastest track actually overall in Formula One. Obviously, the fastest lap time, the fastest average lap time, I believe, has been set around this track. So, and also, I believe, you remember, everyone remembers that Kimi lap where he got the fastest lap time overall in F1. I'm not sure if that was beaten in 2020. But I know from 2019 that was a lap to remember, and I'm sure that everyone will be hoping to replicate a lap like that, going as fast as they can in qualifying and trying to get onto pole. Around here, pole doesn't really mean too much, I don't believe, considering that there's so much DRS, but it's a good place to start.
Yeah, it is, yeah. Obviously you want to get hard, so overtake can be quite difficult around here, so yeah, starting on pole will be a critical factor.
Exactly. I mean, you're going to get... Oh, Jamie's just left the party, so hopefully he can rejoin. Not sure why he's left, but hopefully before long he'll get back in to the stream. But for now, it's just me. Jamie will send me a message if there's anything wrong. But for now, yeah, it's going to be an interesting one, and we can't wait for it. I can't lie. It's a race where you always see overtakes. It's a race where you always see drama, and potentially a race where you may see rain. Rain has been forecasted a lot before, especially in my league race history, as many people as well then. So you've seen full wet races here where you haven't even had to pit. That's one other thing. Tyre deck around here isn't too bad. So you can afford not to pit if you're on the inters, but your tyres will be screaming at the end of the race. So that's another piece of strategy that you may have to look out for in this one. But if we go to the standings now, after last week's amazing race, we still got Thomas on top, and Killplane has reduced that gap down to only 5 points on 81 to Thomas's 86. Jordan in third at the moment with 65. Lawrence on 55 in fourth, and Truth and Aero Specialist on the same amount of points of 47 then. So the top six actually is looking very good. Obviously last week's race winner, Epic Scorpion, must have loved that one. But hopefully before long Jamie can get back in and we can get going. Obviously shout out to the likes of Trunders, who is now inside the top 10 after that performance he did last week. Jamie has rejoined, thank goodness for that. Yeah, so Jamie, I've just been going through the standings right now, just shouting out Trunders from last week. Obviously first podium of the season, but his second drive of the day already, so fair play to him. But is there anyone that you could see this week potentially who hasn't stood out at all this season, or someone who we just haven't really seen the best of yet, who could potentially get some good points around here? Who do you think could show what they've got?
I think Mike. I look at this. He's had a few fastest laps, and as I mentioned last week, he had that race in Singapore where he was on pole, dominated the race, and lost on penalties. And ever since then, he's finished 15th, 14th, retired, and 13th. So Mike is a guy that definitely has pace, but he hasn't really shown it. So that's a driver I think should be doing a lot better than he has.
Yeah, exactly, and obviously that will be hopefully changed this week around Monza. Then obviously a place where penalties are quite easy to get, to be fair, if you hop over some curbs, especially at the Escaris chicane. Watch out for that on people's qualifying laps as well as in the race as well then. But obviously you'll probably see quite a few invalidations around here, and a lot of people taking it careful on their opening laps to make sure they can actually set a lap time. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting one, to say the least. And we've got 17 drivers. I believe we're starting to now ready up then. Jamie, you in the session? Yes, you are. You're a spectator. It's all good. 17 drivers, and it's going to be a good one. I can tell you that one for free. It's Monza. It's a Temple of Speed, and we're almost ready to get going.
Yeah, should be a good one. Sorry about that. I had slight technical issues, but we all sorted now. The strategy around here, it should be an easy, soft medium soft, as the tyre wear on there is very minimal.
Well, yeah, I was talking about tyre wear, and yeah, it's not the most harsh, to say the least, at the moment. But yeah, so obviously this is only round 7. We've got Russia, France, and Brazil left in the championship. A lot of time for a lot of people to change their positions in the championship, and potentially someone who may have not had a decent start to really project themselves up. Then 4 rounds to go, and today is Italy, and I only expect the best from these drivers. They were putting out a great race last week then, so I expect it to be the exact same this time around then, as we now enter the session.
Yeah, it should be a good one. And as I mentioned, obviously we had Thomas last week. He had 3 poles in a row. We were looking to make it 4 in a row. And in fact, he was on the cold list, rare for him. But as mentioned, his race last week where he started from pole, but also at the points completely. Not a great week for championship leader. And as mentioned earlier, that gap is definitely closed. And look at the weather. It's going to be a wet qualifying session, so this will be interesting to see. A low downforce track in the rain.
Yeah, exactly. Obviously, will drivers change their setup a little bit for the rain? Who knows? That's something that we need to have a look at. But it's going to be a wet qualifying and a dry race. One thing to really ask is, are people going to try and go for a little bit more of a wet setup now and damage their race pace? Or will people go out on their dry setups and come into the know about the fact that all the points happen in the race? And yeah, not many points, funny enough, happen in the qualifying.
No, we haven't quite got to that yet. So yeah, obviously you do get points for fast lap, but not for qualifying. So yeah, you have to see if it's a dry race. You will be running a dry setup and just hanging on in the wet weather, because if you run a wet setup around there, you're going to lose a bucket load of time down the straights. It's full wet conditions. Like this, Matthias has come out on the full wet tyres. So I reckon, looking at this though, I reckon it will go to Inters by the end of the session.
Well, if so, that means that by the end of the session, it'll basically be last across will basically win the race. Not that win the race, sorry, win in quali. But it seems like these wet tyres aren't doing that well right now. Matthias almost lost it there as he let pass, I believe that's Lawrence, who's just come round, turn, well, the Lesmo 1 and Lesmo 2. I don't have to say turn names for some of these corners. I actually know some of the names for once, as Lawrence, I believe, will be the first one to start a flying lap then. And I wouldn't even call it flying, even though they're doing 190 down the back straight, because how slow they're going through the corners, obviously, in this wet conditions. It's not going to be it's not really a spectacle for the audience, the paying audience. And so Matthias actually will be the first one to have a lap around the Temple of Speed then, in a very wet Monza in Italy then. And Jamie, if you wouldn't mind taking us on a lap around this beautiful circuit.
Yes, Matthias comes down the pit straight. Obviously no DRS in these conditions for obvious reasons. Down the pit straight here. It's quite a long run to the chicane, which we may see 1 or 2 instants in the first few laps here. As he breaks in the break at just past 100 metre point, takes a nice apex into the turn 1 through to turn 2. Nice 2 corners through here as you're going to approach the Curva Grande. Now normally in the dry this is no major issue, but in the wet you may see a few guys having issues down this corner. Look at Matthias there, he's really wiggling the wheel there. Trying to keep that drier line if possible, and as we break to the La Roja chicane. There might be a few guys going side by side in lap 1 here, as he was a little bit deep there, a bit of a compromised line as he was struggling for exit. Going to approach 2 Lesmos high speed corners. These are 2 corners we know no younger good lap. The first one can't be talked about. The second one, this leads you onto the back straights, the second DRS straight if you have a dry race. And he's going down the straight now. It's been quite nice. He's going to approach the infamous Ascari chicane. Now this is a treacherous section, especially in the way. It's so easy to make a mistake here, so easy to invalidate. It looks quite good so far though. It takes a lot of curb there, gets away with it though, and leaving the exit curve down the final long straight, approaching the parabolic corner, which is the real test of ability on this track. It's the only real high downforce corner on the track. How do you approach it? It's going to take a late apex. Looks like you can run a little bit wider now because there is gravel. There is tarmac next to gravel, but he's not touching the curves at all. Cross line now, what would the lap time be? Looked like it'd be 1:31.5. Solid lap for the tyres there, but he was struggling a bit for traction all the way through. No great surprise.
Yeah, there was a benchmark there. Lawrence behind has already invalidated his lap time, almost potentially starting a little trend here today then. But one thing I saw from that Matthias lap, as you having a giggle mate comes across the line, a clean 4 seconds behind his teammate then on that one, was the fact that he was using quite high gears throughout the lap then, which really shows the levels of traction, as Thomas has just beaten out Matthias by only 0.04 of a second then. Kill playing up to line as well then. He'll have his lap on the board. It's going to be a few tenths slower. Truth almost in there as well then. So Kill Plane and Truth, two people who are quite high in the championship, obviously trying to run down against Thomas, but Thomas has set a good early benchmark lap then. Watch out for Jordan then, who is in the pits in a moment then. Someone else to look out for is Trunders, who's gone P5 after a great race last time out then, and he is on the intermediates already then, potentially trying to try them out and see if there's any pace on those set of tyres then. But meanwhile, Gazaman pops up into P3.
Gazaman says aim for a top 8 in his previous interview, and actually Truth asked about the threat of rain makes you room all week. He said yes, the majority track full throttle. It makes the brake zones very dangerous in the early laps, so he's not wanting rain for the race. But the two Red Bulls looking strong so far. Gazaman and Truth to fall off the ball a bit, the Red Bull drivers, just fast and strong in Canada. They need to really up the game as they're sticking down in both championships.
Yeah, exactly. They didn't really enjoy their last time out. Well, Gazaman didn't, I can tell you that one. He finished, I believe, hang on, did he finished 12th, but I believe he did get 1 point for that one. Yeah, he got the 1 point for that one. And what was that? Truth up to the top. Truth up to the top of the leaderboards with a 30.7. Good luck from him.
Yeah, I've seen purple sectors all over the place. Killplanes are really two good sectors. Killplane should beat this lap. He might make it into the 29s. What can he do? 1:31.6. He lost a bit of time in the final sector. As on board Mike on neat tyres, he sort of got bowled by Hooky, but I believe he was on an invalidated lap anyway, so that would affect him. But yeah, Mike's out on the internet, so we'll keep an eye on how he does. But at the moment, it's still quite damp out there, but the track is drying. I think the track is definitely drying.
Trunder's not really setting a fast lap over there on his next Inters lap then, only about 0.3 off his 32.0 then, but you can definitely see either it's a gain of track confidence or a little bit of better conditions. I would say at the moment a little bit of track confidence has helped them out on that one. Obviously you've got your banker laps and now you're just absolutely going for it, as Trunders at the moment just circulating on those intermediate tyres, and I feel like quite a few people are just guessing to know the track a little bit better, especially Dexter down there on a 47.0, but he's coming up to line now. He's around about 13 seconds up on his lap time. Scorpion goes quickest, who is currently the hot driver at the moment in the hot coal statuses, and Dexter goes up towards P10 then. Where's Mike? How's Mike doing? Not a good lap last time around. Lawrence also starting his lap now. Watch out for Jordan, who still hasn't set any lap times, and he's still in the pits, and just Mikey, his teammate, out of the pits at the moment. But Epic Scorpion, great lap then. 310s quicker than anyone at the moment on the track.
Yeah, you mentioned that hot driver. Yeah, I mentioned his brilliant win where on tricky conditions, and you have to say his win was just basically hanging on them into tyres on the first sort of dry conditions, and when he did that, it would definitely have a momentum. And Ever Scorpion qualified quite poorly, and you want to maybe qualify a bit higher. If you qualified a bit higher, he might have even won Austria, because he's the quickest guy in Austria. So yeah, he'd be looking to finish off there. But yeah, you see a few guys improve. Quinniff was the 5th place. Quinniff had a good race last week in 6th, and he thinks because it's a high-speed circuit, it's very technical. So if you don't hook a lap together, you can. If you hook a lap together, you can qualify quite high up, and well, you'd be happy with that Lapperson so far.
Exactly. In the wet, obviously, a little bit more to think about. But even in the dry and in the wet, Monza is a track where you've only got a few braking zones, so you have to master everything about the track layout to get anywhere near the top. Then, as Epic Scorpion has showed so far, Quinniff with actually a very decent lap time, as you mentioned. I'm just going to echo there. Apparently, according to the game that I've got, and to the things I've got there, a purple sector then, a purple final sector. I need to get up the task system to check if
Yeah,
that was. It was a purple final sector. So Gwyneth showing some pace then, potentially drying conditions, or just confidence through the Ascari chicane then, because that's where the final sector does start then. But now, 9 minutes left in the session, a lot of people coming back out again. Matthias, who was at the top of the timesheet, all the way down in 8th now, as it seems like potentially drivers are starting to improve, as quite a few are still invalidating their lap times.
Obviously, we do mention the inters and wets. You do get data from the garage that tells you the delta between the wets and inters. A lot of guys are going back out on the full wet. The tyres going back out on the full wet. Gasman's thinking about inters, but switch back to full wet. So maybe the delta in the garage is telling them that wets are still in quicker tyres. Epic Scorpion actually is considering switching inters. So it's going to be maybe drivers may wait a couple of minutes to go out, make sure on the right tyre, because obviously in the wet qualifying, you wait Tennessee guy for 3 or 4 laps and going back to back on laps because the battery is not as effective. You don't direct much battery. Jordan has left the session, he's at the back of the grid, so hopefully he can rejoin shortly. He had his first ever podium last week, so shout out to him, he had a good drive last week.
Yeah, decent drive from him last week there. Lawrence just invalidated his lap time, and people are now starting their lap times once again. Dexter has had a decent lap so far, then up to the line for him. He's going to go up to P6 with a 31.1 then, a PB in his first 2 sectors then, but his last sector was a little bit worse, or worse off than his last lap out then. Matthias out in a lap at the moment, so do I believe is a Ferrari ahead of him, but Matthias apparently has gone purple in the first sector, but how true that is I'm not too sure, but yes, it is actually a purple lap time for the Racing Point driver then, but O'Sully getting right now in the way. He's on a lap as well then, so it's just gone, it's gone. Yeah, it's all gone haywire then. Someone who's probably near the back of the field versus someone at the front. Matthias potentially needed to back off a little bit more, knowing who was ahead of him. But that is a bit bad there for Mo Sully. But he was on a lap, so he's got all the intentions to go for a flyer. But I'm not sure about the validity of his pace there coming through the last most, and how much he did slow down and how much it did hinder certain Matthias. He was on a purple lap then, but obviously he has all the rights, if he was on a flyer, to progress with that flying lap then. But still, a little bit annoying, as we now see quite a few drivers potentially changing to intermediates.
Yeah, I think maybe the changeover points now, and obviously it's just going to get drier and drier, so a lot of these guys will go on inters and just, yeah, you can definitely see a drier line is starting to form on the track. So yeah, I think we're not far off inters being the peak tyres. So just the trims and Gaza come off with full wet, so there's a bit of indecision at the moment, but I do expect to see them intermediate tyres get better and better and better. Playing in 3rd place, he'd say he's having a solid second half of the season, and he was asked in the press conference, there doesn't appear to be much between you and championship leader. Will you get those points back? That are the difference. How will you put pressure on Thomas? And he said it would be weird if he didn't think he'd closed the gap. He got lucky in Spain because he thought Thomas dominated the race, but hopefully it's good results for him can continue. He can take advantage of when Thomas slips up.
Yeah, watch out for Thomas then. He's on his inters lap right now. A naught improvement in the first sector then, a 28.875, 200 slower than his lap time, which has got him into that P4 position then. But watch out for this middle sector where those inters will be utilised quite a lot then. Also the final sector through the Ascari chicane then. He may get a little bit of a tow here. Watch out for this then off the Racing Point ahead. I've already called them Force India too many times today in my head. Gigglemate gets out of the way then, and now Thomas through the Ascari chicane then, out of it he comes. How was that middle sector for him then? It was a 31.2, so he's not going to be improving this time around unless he has a blinder of a final sector then. Hookie improves in the first sector then. Watch out for him then as his lap does progress, but now goes down to 3rd, interestingly, there for Thomas. He's trying to use every single part of the track on exit there up to line. Will there be any kind of improvement for Thomas? And yes, it does. He improves in the final sector. He gets a purple final sector, and that is a very decent lap there to get himself into the 30.7s then, but still quite a long way to go to get up to Epic Scorpion. Watch out for Hookie though. He's coming up to the Ascari chicane now. and I believe he's gone green in both sectors, and he's faster than Thomas's lap time so far, Jamie.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he's about 2 tenths quicker, but he knows Thomas nailed the final sector. Thomas used a lot of track in parabolic. That was quite impressive. What he's going to do similar. Yes, he does. He gets quite close to white line. You've got to be careful on them white lines. You may spin off, but it's quite good here. What can you do? Can you get to pole position with this lap? No, he beats Thomas though. His final sector was quite decent though. I think the Internet's definitely getting there, and Thomas improved these laps. So these guys are going to improve, and I think it'll be down to last man across the line. Look at this, because the track is getting better and better by the minute. As you can see, there's a lot less standing water than there was at the start of the session.
Yeah, watch out for Lawrence. Lawrence has gone purple in the middle sector. He's just gone green, as I believe Thomas has gone purple now in that middle sector. Then as Lawrence now comes up towards the line, then he's going to go straight back into the pits, making sure he's got time for another lap then. But apparently, and someone's crashed there. That's the Mercedes of Dexter who's crashed on his outlap then. Thomas, I think, is going for it again then. Round the final corner. He's going to pop into the pits. No, he's going to go for this one. Up to line then for the Merc. Is he going to be pole? Yes, he's going to get into the very low 1:30s, 3 tenths quicker than anyone else at the moment. That was a great middle sector and a purple final sector as well then. So people need to beat him on those two at the moment. But yeah, good luck there from Thomas to really reinstate himself at the top of the timesheets.
Yeah, he totally missed turn 1 there. He's trying to get back to pits because he's only got
no chance. No chance.
So yeah, he didn't got pole position, but I think that time's beatable. I think guys will definitely beat that as the track does dry up. So yeah, Thomas is in limbo now. So yeah, he's qualifying. Only really good though. They're just in the 30s, but I think that lap time definitely beatable. So the track will improve. So yeah, Thomas, good lap there, but I don't think it'll be 4 on the road for him.
Yeah, who knows what will happen then. Obviously, he's compromised the end of the session then, if people can improve. Let's have a look at this Mike lap then. Let's see if this is going to indicate anything up to line then for him. P5, very good lap there for Mike. Obviously, being off the radar when I've been commentating so far, that's a very good result so far. He's got probably 2 laps left on the board if he wants them, so he'll be pushing for those 2 then. Watch out for the likes of the Racing Point of Matthias then. He's on a lap right now. He got that purple lap time in the middle sector when he went out, when he got disrupted by Sully then. Up to line then. Is he going to be anything near pole for the Racing Point? There you go. P3 for the Racing Point with time left in the session to improve.
Yeah, Scorpion's purple sector 1, so the Haas man, he'll be looking to get his Spurs out of pole position. What a great opportunity for him with Thomas, his main driver for pole, out of it. Good first sector for Scorpion. We'll get the sector 2 line come up very shortly. What's it going to be for him? Will it be an improvement?
It's purple.
Yes. Well, it's way up on his time. This might threaten the 28 if he gets a good final sector here. This is a really impressive time for Scorpion. He's going to lower the benchmark massively, and Thomas, he may sit down the order further, but a lot of guys on the final lappers might be validated, so his session's done. But what can Scorpion do? Can he get the 28? If he gets a good final sector, you think he may be a possibility?
Well, let's have a look then. He's 4 tenths quicker than Thomas in the first. He's 1 tenth quicker in the second. This could be a 28. It is going to be a 28. A 28.7. 1.6 seconds quicker than anyone else on track right now. Well, 1.6 seconds quicker than he's done so far. Apologies on that one. 1.3 quicker than Thomas then. So watch out for everyone's lap times coming down now then. We've got green sectors for Truth. Green sectors for Kill Plane through the first sector. Watch out for Sir Gwyneth then. He's improving up to line now for the Williams driver. He's going to stay in P8 at the moment then, but he's going to go once again then. A lot of people now starting their final laps then and about to finish their laps as well. Oh, Sully up to the line. Aaron JS hasn't set a real representative lap time. Watch out for Jordan. He's done absolutely nothing so far in the session. And that is Lawrence going purple in the middle sector. Jordan goes up to P3, and Lawrence apparently is purple in the first sector.
Yeah, he is. He's a 28.4. Not far off what Scorpion did. You know, Scorpion really nailed the middle sector. He's way quicker than everyone else in the middle sector. He's going quicker again, actually. So Scorpion may lower benchmark further. What can Lawrence do? Lawrence maybe I'll get if he gets good middle sector going, but I think Scorpion's got pole in the back. He's still improving. He's 3 tenths up his lap, so this is quite impressive. What's Lawrence doing? Lawrence is about half a second down in the second sector, so I think Scorpion has pole in the back, but Lawrence will definitely, if he finishes lap, he's starting on the front row.
Yeah, go on.
Oh, it was in the pit. Oh, it was in the pits there. It's fine. 28. Wow, that's impressive.
So Kill played, obviously not done another lap, but where is Matthias? Matthias into the pits. Lawrence is the person that we need to look out for. He's 1.1 seconds up. Is it going to be a big improvement? P2 there. Ivor Bryn Mike goes P3. So this is a good quality session for him. Then Gazzaman up to line. Will he improve? P6 there. Good Red Bull showing out on track today. And O'Sully up to line. P13. Aaron still has to come up to line. And watch out for, there you go, you have the giggle, mate, gets up into the top 10. Watch out for Aaron, he's 2 seconds up on his lap time, and he goes into the pits. He's not going to be finishing that lap, and I believe that is everyone done then. What a qualifying session. Epic Scorpion, Lawrence and Ivor Bryn Mike then. The last people across the line, they did a good job then, and that really showed that ERT Thomas there retired, obviously went out at the wrong time. The track was drying at a rapid rate, and he did not benefit from that in the slightest, with Epic Scorpion's lap time being 1.8 seconds quicker than Thomas's then. But Epic Scorpion starts on pole, Lawrence in second, Ivor Bryn Mike third. Great start to the race could come out of that one. Thomas in P4, P5 goes to Truth, P6 Gazzaman, P7 Sir Gwyneth, P8 Jordan, P9 you having a giggle, mate, P10 is Trunders, P11 Matthias, P12 Killplay. Not a good lap from him at all then. P13 Hooky, P14 Sully, P15 Dexter, P16 just Mikey, and P17 was Aaron JSN. Jamie, from that, Epic Scorpion, what an advantage.
Yeah, 1.2 seconds quicker. That's quite impressive. He just nailed it. I mean, he was so confident. I was boarding the whole second sector his first lap. He was just so confident, so much more grip than everyone else around him. I think it was like 6 tenths quicker than anybody else in that sector. He had complete command of that lap, and so impressive. A good effort from Mike though there to get third. I did mention him. It's a dry start the race. I did mention Mike. He's underachieved a bit this season. He got that podium in Singapore, but Mike has qualified well. He needs to keep out of trouble and get some good solid points. But Lawrence had quite a decent qualifying as well. And there was a rivalry question between Lawrence and Jordan. Lawrence was asked, are you confident leading the way to finalise third in the championship? What makes you better than Jordan in the chase? And Lawrence didn't answer that, but I think he was saying my pure pace is better. I feel like I maybe make a bit more mistakes, but my pure pace is better. And Jordan was asked, Lawrence had a lot more points this season so far, but what do you have to do over him that makes you get over him in the final few races? And Jordan basically said, penalties. Jordan's been really good at avoiding penalties, and that's what got him second place in Spain. So Jordan, I think Lawrence has the pace advantage, but Jordan has the penalty advantage. As I mentioned, our sponsors, because we've got some really nice sponsors this season. Next Level Racing, they're going to provide a GT-like cockpit as a prize to our giveaway winner that will join at the end of the season. Liam RBS sponsors our trophy, so check out his stream at twitch.tv/LiamRBS. We've got 3M Sim Racing who's providing a pair of gloves to the winner of the most poles and the most fast laps across the tiers. First Martin are sponsoring our prizes. ERT is sponsoring the Go and Get Stuff Award, which is the drivers outside the top 3 who take part in every race and every pre-race interview. And Time to Print 3D is a 20% discount on this week's track at the Etsy store using code OneHub Racing.
There you go. Is that all the sponsors all done and dusted then? It seems like we've got another driver who's joined then. 18, so that's the McLaren. I'm not sure what that is. I can't see on my... It is Epic Gamer, is Mega Gamer, sorry, who's just joined there. There you go then. An 18th driver then who'll be starting on the mediums then. Let's have a look what everyone's chosen in terms of tyres. I assume a lot of people would have chosen the mediums then. Quite a few on the softs, okay. So, Ivor Bryn Mike going for a bold strategy compared to everyone else in the top 10. Obviously, it is a 2-stop race. You can't go for just the medium soft or anything like that. But I think Mike has done a solid here. If he can hold up, if he can just stay in that train and stay in quite a high position, he'll be good for later on in the race then, where he can push on the softs while other people will be on the mediums then. Obviously, a very low deck track then. And they'll be off those mediums by what, lap 10, and then they'll just push on 2 sets of softs then. Obviously 27 laps. Let's have a look what they can do.
Yeah, our data says 13 laps on the softs and 17 on the mediums. Also, if an early safety car comes out at lap 1, lap 2, Mike could theoretically do do the rest of the race on soft tyres. So that's an interesting strategy. I'm quite surprised more drivers can do that, especially higher up. But the formation lap's going to end pretty shortly. I'm going to ask you, who do you think is going to win today? And there's quite a few candidates, I think.
I want to say, because last week you called him out as a dark horse and he won it, I'm going to call your bluff and I'm going to say either Bryn Mike is going to win this one then. He's got a good strategy. If he can get this all good, this could be a very good race for the Welshman then. All the drivers lining up. Jamie, who do you think is going to win?
Lawrence is due a win. I think he may do it. Lawrence has been really quick all season. He's had a few bad luck incidents, maybe a couple more penalties than what he wished. So I think Lawrence has the pace to win. I think he may have been running a bit of a compromise setup in qualifying. I wonder if Esports ran a wet setup in qualifying. We'll find out very shortly.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of winners have come from underdog performances around here. Think about Vettel, think about Gasly over the past few years then. And here we go then. Are we going to see any underdogs here today then, or is it going to be someone at the front then? We're in Monza. It's a temple of speed. And we're going to go to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights in Italy. And it's lights out and away we go. The Haas has a good start, but so does the McLaren. Watch out for Ivor Bryn Mike as well. But it seems like everyone's had a decent start so far. Watch out for everything that happens down towards turn number 1 then. 3 wide action. That is someone off. That's a Renault off. Oh, big crash there between Jordan and Lawrence, I believe there. And Jordan has been hit. And that is a virtual safety car instantly then. So that is quite a few people who have got penalties and lost stuff already then. What a Monza turn 1-esque start then. Jordan being hit and has hit off a certain, I believe Lawrence, that was, but I'm not too sure.
Yeah, I didn't see what happened there. Yeah, I just saw the Renault flying out of nowhere. Yeah, Jordan got penalties, a few penalties already. Quite a few guys got damaged. Gaza, Jordan, Hooky, Mikey have all got wing damage. They're all going to have to pit. It's fair to see. I don't think we'll last the rest of the lap, but yeah, if it's Scorpion. I want to mention Thomas got an absolute fly off the start there, and Mike was suffering on the medium. Look at Mike's got a run on Thomas. Thomas was caught off guard a bit by that BSC. Mike was sent up the inside of the Escarva chicane, but thinks better of it. It's not really no treatment to the Escarva chicane. That could be really further alongside than what the Alpha Romeo man was.
Yeah, exactly, Jamie. And one thing they need to think about, especially for Ivor Bryn Mike, is just to keep his nose clean then. He's on a different strategy, just holding the DRS of Thomas, the championship leader, and he's got a good chance. As you've seen something, Jamie. What's that?
Quinneth and Truth going side by side into the parabolic and had contact. Truth's half spun, he dropped about 3 or 4 places down to 8th place. So not the best incident there for Truth coming up. He's trying to stay in the championship front.
Yeah, obviously Truth now down a few positions there, and the timing screens have all screwed up for you then on screen. Then you have the Giggle Mate. I believe he's just hit the back of Truth in that one. Then watch out for the likes of watch out for the likes of Ivor Bryn Mike later on in this race then. But still, Sir Quinneth, do you think he's got any damage from that? Is there any damage that he's picked up from that little incident there? Or is he clean? Let's have a look. Yeah, nothing.
Sorry.
Yeah, go on.
Giggle got the move done on the Truth into the Roger chicane. Yeah, it's going side by side through Curva Grande, and Giggle out broken there, and Truth on IP. I think he's still a little bit unsettled from that incident with Quinneth. I mean, his tyres may not be the temperature. I think he's struggling for traction a lot. He's going to try to repass here into the Escarva chicane. He's got the slipstream, no DRS yet. He's going to have to back out of it because it's not too far. He's not long enough for sides. So yeah, not the best couple laps of Truth and RP. He was up to 5th place, but he dropped all the way down to 9th.
Yeah, exactly. Not a good first few laps then for the Red Bull driver. They did pretty well in quali then, but I think these guys just need to know that this lap isn't a 5-lapper. This race isn't 5-lapper, excuse me. It's 27 laps, and it's going to be a long one for every single driver, even though it is the shortest race of the year then. But Truth, now side by side with you having a Giggle Mate. They're side by side down towards turn 1. Truth's got the inside line. He's going to brake later than the racing point. Then still side by side. There's a bit of contact there as Giggle has just gone over the curb, but Truth round the outside has got the move done. Watch out for Kill Plane now, but I don't think he's got the exit that he needs. Giggle Mate has got his EOS active then, and he's going for it. He's only got 5% left then. He's trying to push to get past the Red Bull driver there, but no, not at this moment in time. Truth at the moment staying ahead on this occasion then. Watch out for Gwyneth though. Only a few tenths now behind either with Mike, and he has lost DRS to the lads in front then, so he's all on his own now in this first part of the race then. But at the moment, it's all seeming pretty good for the drivers. Obviously, a few incidents so far, but the top three practically remain the same.
Yeah, just Thomas jumped Max out there. Trunder's in 6th place. He had a good start. He's up 4 places in the tyres. It's got to be done on sunny yard. He's struggling a bit in qualifying, trying to get up to speed, and Matthias up to 11th place as Dexter's down in 13th. That's not what you said. You need Dexter. He needs to get a move on in the back of Ferrari and looking to try and get moved up into turn 1. Somebody gets a good week pad, so it might be difficult for Dexter to get the move done. He might have to wait a little bit longer as Jordan has left the session. He had that incident early on, and I believe Jordan might have connection issues today, so he's left the session again. Giggle's got outside again. These two have a pretty long battle at things like, but Giggle's got the move done again, and Giggle is in a bad situation at the back move, but he seems like slipping down straight. Look at Truth on the Curva Grande, using the ERS. Both side by side into the Roger chicane. He should have his move done. Giggle is going to think about a move there, but no, he's got it done. And Truth NRP will be desperate to get away, but Giggle just isn't giving up. He's saying no, I want to fight with you still. And Truth NRP would be desperate to pull away now.
Welcome to the DRS train, Jamie, and this is going to be something of a little theme here, and this is like Giggle's being quite aggressive out here, but one thing that Truth does have on his side is the EOS level, but he's now almost 4 seconds behind his teammate of Gazaman then, so he needs to, as you said, push ahead, otherwise he's going to be stuck in this little battle for the rest of the race then. But Giggle is holding on, he's doing a decent job then, as now we do have DRS then. And this is not an ideal situation there, as it seems like there's a McLaren who's just passed Aaron. Aaron, I believe, just had a moment there down in 15th, and he's lost a bit of his front wing because of that.
Trunders has got an opportunity, got DRS on Mike into turn 1, to go round outside of turn 1, to come inside for turn 2, but Mike is defending his line, and yeah, Mike holds on, but Trunders will get a better exit approaching the Curva Grande. Maybe try and get into the Roger chicane. Mike is trying to defend. He's got to pick a line here because Chunders will have the slipstrings. Aaron has retired from the session, so without being out of safety car, Chunders is going to send him inside. Does he know he thinks better of it? But Mike on the medium tyres is struggling a little bit to keep the pace of the front runners. But the tyres will come to him. He's got the patience.
Yeah, this just looking in behind as well. This battle is still going on between Truth and Giggle, mate. As now Truth seems to know how to. He's learned how to defend against the Racing Point. He knows where he's going to go, and he knows he's going to be aggressive. So I think he's got it sorted. But watch out for Lawrence. Has just got past. Trunders now has got past Ivor with Mike then, and those tyres are not suiting Mike, the Welshman, at the moment. Then but they'll come back to him later on in this race. Then, but Thomas now, crucially, up into second, and Lawrence has not had the start he would have wanted in terms of being head off, and now losing out of position to to the championship leader then, and potentially championship rival if he has a very good race here today then. But look, he's using a little bit of EOS, he's using his DRS to try and get past down towards turn 1. Thomas breaks very late into the corner, potentially a little bit of a switchback move could come here then. Watch out for EOS levels on the exit, and it seems like Lawrence has just held him behind on this occasion then, and just wanted to scare Thomas a little bit down towards turn 1 then.
Yeah, I was on board with that actually. Lawrence got lost a place into the Escarpment chicane. Thomas going around the outside. And yeah, I'd say Thomas very late on the break in turn 1. I thought it was going to miss the corner. It's quite impressive how Thomas managed to hang on there. As you mentioned, we've seen early in the season that Thomas just have a slightly better tyre wear than Lawrence. We've seen it again. The Mercedes guy he's very friendly on the tyres, and it's bearing through it again. But after Herbert Scorpion, look at the lead. He's got a 30-second lead, and you have to say, if Herbert Scorpion maybe leaving it a bit late for a championship push, but he's trying to get that. Maybe he's trying to figure out, might get a third place here. That's a possibility for him, and obviously if you do get a third place, you do get a trophy and a £5 voucher, so the top 3 do get prizes on the races, so there is plenty of incentive. But Herbert Scorpion, this pace is quite impressive from the Haasman.
Yeah, exactly. Great pace from him so far, maintaining that lead to Thomas then. But while you were just talking about all of that, Sully has just got past Matthias then. I've just been watching this Gazaman Iverbryn Mike little battle here, as Gaza was trying to send it around the curve of Grande and down into the Della Roggia chicane then, I believe. Whatever chicane it is, I think it's turn 3 and 4. No, turn 4 and 5, excuse me there. As he's trying to send it up again. He's just saying hello to Mike there, as he's picked up a penalty. 3-second time penalty, and Mike obviously being forced into a few mistakes now as Truth and you out in the giggle mate still in this little battle then, and watch out for the racing point through Curva Grande.
Yeah, he's getting very, very close to the rear of that race point. And 2 Red Bull guys have got slight wing damage to there. So obviously around Monza, wing damage is not much of an issue, but you still do lose time, especially in the high-speed corners. Yeah, Giggle is definitely hanging on. I believe Truth is the quicker driver, but he just can't pull away. And this is allowing Dexter and Killplane to move ahead. But Killplane needs to get a move on. Thomas is in second place, and quite comfortable. Killplane is down in 11th place. And you have to say Dexter's doing a great job for his teammate, holding back the AlphaTauri man.
Yeah, sorry about that. Killplane not in the best position right now then, as 5/10 behind Dexter, who's also on the mediums. If he's going to really boast that champion charge then, he's going to have to do something pretty special. Then there's Thomas and Lawrence both into the pits at the end of lap 7.
Yeah, just Mike at the moment into the pipe. I've got on the grass, but he's alright. It's got he's pitting, so yeah, a lot of these guys pitting now. What types are they going for? A lot of guys going on medium, so they're fancying a medium stint and then going softs at the end, possibly. So yeah, it's a good first stint for Thomas there. He gained 2 places. The Mega Gamer's got a run on Sully into turn 1. The Mega Gamer should be in the half because he joined late. He didn't get to pick car, but Sully is defending nice. But Mega Gamer's a nice switch back there, gets the move done. Into the Curva Grande, and Sully, I don't think he's going to have anything left to fight with. But yeah, nice switch back there for Mega Gamer. He's looking to 8th place, but he will drop down when he hits.
Yeah, exactly. As Sully couldn't really have an answer to that one, the Ferrari losing a place on that occasion, as now he's starting to pull away, already 0.7 of a second. And this is where we see the mediums obviously pushing now, and the mediums are really in their zone of attack basically, and this is where they're going to be at their best then. So watch out for Iverbryn Mike then versus Trunders. If he doesn't hit this lap then, you're going to see an Alfa Romeo getting very much closer to an AlphaTauri. It's an Alpha versus Alpha, but obviously spelled a little bit differently then. But watch out then about where's Epic Scorpion. When's he going to head into the pits? And I hope he remembers that it is that's a 2-stop race then. Otherwise, he's going to be in a little bit of bother then by the end of this one. I assume he'll probably be pinned at the end of this lap then, as it seems like now Truth and you're having a giggle mate, the 2 drivers who have been battling so far in this race, are battling some more then as they head into the pits. This pit stop battle may be something to watch out for. Mediums for Truth, and Giggle will go on to a set of mediums as well then, and it seems like the Red Bull has come out ahead of the Racing Point. Gazaman ahead of both of them, of course, by around about 5 seconds now, as the grid is starting to settle down. But as I say that, there's another battle that's occurring with Killplane and Dexter.
Yes, Dexter's doing a great job with his teammate holding back there. But yeah, so these are 2 Red Bulls, not change wing. Obviously, it's a 5-second wing change, and with 6% damage, it's not really worth changing wing around Monza. So yeah, the 2 Red Bulls are sticking at it, and yeah, to say Scorpion is playing long game here. We've had one driver get disqualified this season for just once, and that was Matthias. So Scorpion should be in this lap. If he isn't, then Thomas maybe getting quite close to the undercut. No, he's staying out again. Well, this is quite interesting. He's going quite long. We've been the pit loss round 8 is around 19 seconds, so he's all right so far. But them soft tyres, he will get an advantage later on. But I hope he's remembered the 2-stop rule. I just hope he hasn't forgotten about that. As Mike has got the move done on Trunders, as Trunders actually pits up. He's pitting.
You know what he may be doing, actually? I've just thought about this. Is he trying to limit the amount of time he's on the medium tyres then? Potentially, what he's doing is making sure he's on those softs, which for him may be quicker, and he may like them more than the mediums, even at a longer distance, which may mean that, yeah, basically he's just making sure he's got most of his time on the softs then, and as little as time as possible on those mediums. He's the only guy at the moment on track on those red wall tyres then, compared to everyone else who's on the yellow wall tyres. And the longest stint they're all participating in right now before they probably pit around about lap 18, lap 19 for their final push towards the end of the race then. But Killplane still behind Dexter, which could be crucial for his championship.
Yeah, they've both got a bit longer. Yeah, Gazzaman's close back on Chunders. Gazzaman who had a decent first stint, sort of pulled away from the team at True Friend IP. True Friend IP has broken the DRS with Giggle, so he should have pulled away. But Gazzaman is going to have an opportunity down the second DRS straight into the Escarva chicane. But Chunders is going to defend this. Chunders using battery. No, Gazza isn't either. So Gazza's got to run here. Is he going to send up the inside of Escarva? No, I think he's too far back. I think he's better of it. So Gazzaman looking to get a good exit out of the parabolic and have a move into turn 1. And Chunders and Gazza, this is a pretty good battle. These two are quite in match pace. Both have had one podium this season. Gazzaman's been slightly more consistent about this should be a race on battle as Scorpion finally picks. So does Mike as well.
Yeah, exactly there. Mike picked quite early there, so he's obviously doing around about 9 laps on both sets of softs then. But watch out now for Gazzaman. He's going round the outside of into turn 1 then, and he's going to get that move done even before you see the 150 metre marker board then. And look who he's come out just behind. He's come out just behind Ivorbryn Mike then, who's around about, let's say, around about 13, 14 seconds off the lead right now. And he's on those softs, so he'll be pushing as much as he can. I wonder what his progress will be like in the later stage of this race then. But for now, Gazzaman out in 7th and past Chunders now. Watch out now for Scorpion's pace on the back of Killplane.
Yeah, Killplane obviously, he normally at the front, but he's at the pit, so he's got to go again. He's trying to do the overcut on Dexter. Dexter on the soft tyres. The undercut around here can be quite powerful. It leaves a 9/10 delta between the soft and the medium tyres. So it's not a surprise to see these drivers trying to limit the time doing the medium tyres, because the soft tyres, as you've seen in the race, they do last a good 10-11 laps. So I think maybe pitting quite, quite soon, maybe about 50%. So Scorpion, we've gained a bit on Scorpion, but it's gained about 2 or 3 seconds in Scorpion. Scorpion's staying out, but Scorpion will have better tyres now. And Lawrence is just about in DRS range of Thomas, but Lawrence has picked up a penalty, so that might cost him later on. So Quinnif in 4th place. I have to say, Quinnif, he's not that far behind Lawrence, not 6 seconds. He may be on for another top 5, and you never know, if a few inches up ahead, Quinnif might be on for a podium tonight.
If a safety car comes out, he's way in the position to get himself a good finish to this race then. And Gigglemate has just gone past Killplane, so that's something to keep an eye on. But watch out now, Killplane will be wanting to get that position back. He's obviously just head out the pits then, and the Racing Point's got past him on exit. And let's have a look then. Will he be able to do anything to the inside? To the outside, sorry, of turn 4 then, and he's going to hold back for now then, knowing that he's got a few DRS zones coming up which he can utilise then. Only 2 tenths now behind. Watch out for Dexter as well then, who Killplane has got past doing the overcut then. And watch out now for the Alpha Tauri, who will be wanting to get past as soon as possible then. It's soft versus mediums, it's grippy versus less grippy. And I don't think he's even going to do it here. He just doesn't have the pace. He's literally lifting off there down towards Ascari then. He's done a wide line through there then. Not had much pace through there, but now he's going to push on once again. And now Dexter wants to get involved in this as well.
Yeah, Dexter might get a double ship shoot here down the pit straight. Obviously, Giggle's really defensive into Curva Grande. He reached the inside line, didn't really need to, but he's managed to hold on. But look at, he's really struggling with exit, and Killplane should get the move done here. Look how close he is. DRS should get the move done way before turn 1. We have to be careful of Dexter though. Dexter, he may have a run here, but Killplane's got the move done. I think we should be alright now. What Dexter do? Giggle, Dexter will slip by, but yeah, it's crucial for Killplane to get the overcut on Killplane, going side by side. Giggle does defend, but Dexter should have the better exit. They're still side by side. Killplane is through. Dexter's going to get the move done into Curva Grande now. Will Giggle have the opportunity to get the move back done into the Road chicane? He's used all his overtake button. He knows this is the only chance to really hang on, and he has to back out of it. He has to hope and pray now that he stays in DRS, but Dexter gets a really good exit there. It's going to be difficult for the Racing Point man to stay in DRS in the front too, because they'll just pull away in the soft. And now actually Killplane's back a true for an hour pace at Killplane, making moves on the soft tyre.
Yeah, you really see once he gets released from a little bit of a trade, he's flying right now is the AlphaTauri man. He's got, look at that, he's purple in the middle sector. He is absolutely going for it right now. And he's just absolutely flying right now. He's got a purple first, a purple middle. Get ready to see a fastest lap coming in through this final set today. He's on new softs. He's only had them on for one lap then. Either with Mike, it's the fast lap of the race. There's yellows in sector 3. That is Matthias. I think, yeah, that's a Matthias. He's just spun it. But I think he's still active in the race, and yes, he is. And that is a new fast lap by Killplane, who really now needs to show his pace in clear air.
Yeah, and Lawrence has got by Thomas into turn 1. So at the start of stints, you see this a lot, start of stints, Lawrence does seem to have a lot more pace, but by the end of the stint, Thomas does seem to close up, but Thomas has lost a lot of time. He's lost 1.5 seconds this lap. I don't know if Thomas got an issue, but he's lost a lot of time this lap. He's not even in DRS anymore. I don't know if Thomas got an issue or he's saying back tires.
Safety car!
Yeah, so this is good news for Killplane possibly. It allows them to close back up, and a lot of these guys have got the mean tire out of the way, so we're looking like, so everyone will surely come in now, put their softs on and go to end the race if they've obviously done the stint in the medium. So I'm starting to see the pit lane get really busy now.
Yeah, this has really not benefited the people who are going, well, should I tell you what this would have really benefited? People who were going soft, and then they went to the mediums. This would be perfect for them right now, but obviously hindsight is a big thing. And Scorpion, Epic Scorpion, has got a 5-second stop go penalty then, which can either be served in the pits or at the end of his race then, added on to his lap time, and he's lost that in the pits. And will anyone stay out? I don't think anyone is, realistically, unless they've just pitted. No, everyone is getting into the pits now. There's going to be some double stacking, but it's the best thing for them right now then. And Epic Scorpion, a big loser at that one. He's going to lose 5 seconds, which is going to be very crucial at the end of this racing. But that all came from you having a giggle, mate. Losing out of turn 2 then. I did probably onto some grass here just before the Curva Grande begun.
Yeah, and the good guy saying that it's Mega Games up to 6th place on hard tyres, so yeah, he's taking a bit of a gamble there. So front 2 on medium behind him, apart from Gazman, are going on soft. So Thomas, Sequinith and Mike, they're going on soft tyres. So yeah, so expect to see them guys fight at the race, but they may be shooting for tyres at the end. But let's not forget now, they're on fresh softs and a few levels coming down, so the tyre wear should theoretically be better now at the end of the race, and the safety car, these few safety car laps will definitely help tyre wear as well. So I think soft was the way to go, but maybe Scorpion and Lawrence wouldn't think quite so confident on their tyres. So yeah, that's interesting to see.
Well, yeah, of course, Thomas and Sequinith, excuse me, as I got a chip in my mouth. So Sequinith and Thomas need to really push on and hope that they can get past the 2 medium runners as soon as possible, because they know at the end of their stint their tyres are going to be super old. But one thing you didn't mention as well then, these softs are also not only benefiting from new tyres, but it also, the first 3 laps are behind a bloody safety car. So they're going to be laughing at the moment. Now the tyres are going to warm up easier, and they can just push out to the end hopefully, which is the plan. But obviously, I think the medium runners of Scorpion and Lawrence are in the driving seat right now to take some good points. But remember, they both do have penalties to their name.
Yeah, and Scorpion obviously a 5-second penalty, Lawrence a 3-second penalty. Yeah, I believe Scorpion, he does have the pace to maybe pull that gap, but he's got to maybe hope that Thomas doesn't get that. Thomas sort of gets held up with the likes of Lawrence behind. I believe it's from 3 the 3 quickest drivers tonight, and Killplane down 9th place. So Killplane's got an opportunity now. He's on soft tyres, and Killplane, he needs to get some moves on quite early on. We did see Port's head car came out. He had a lot of raw pace in them soft tyres. So Killplane, he's going to be damaged temptation tonight. He hasn't had the pace of the front runners, but he can still get a solid result. As the safety car, I believe, will come in. We'll have one more lap safety car, I believe, and then we will go green. So we have a 10-lap sprint to the end of the race.
Exactly, and Killplane, obviously, we really saw what his pace was in clear air then, but obviously in the train, it's not been his best asset so far. But has, I don't think he has he? No, he's only pit once, has Mega Gamer. which means he needs to pit again. So I'm not sure if that was the boldest and smartest call there for me. He's probably hoping that there's some kind of other safety car around the corner then, after all of this action. That would be his only hope of doing well in this race then, but I'm not sure why he's gone for that strategy. I would have just put on a set of mediums now then, because he's just going to lose around 20 seconds just sitting in the pit lane and coming out basically last anyway. But yeah, this obviously really helps the likes of Matthias and you have the Giggle Mate, who are both at the moment way off the bat than the racing points. Not had a day to remember. Obviously Giggle has had some decent battles, but obviously strategy has not been the best for him in the past few laps then. But yeah, we've got another lap at least then behind this safety car, and then we're ready to go racing.
Yeah, and also being mega games on a hard tire as well, so the trophy tires which you have absolutely no tire temperature and just like more laps than else around him. So it's going to be sugar. I believe he'll jump on the back of the field just for the fact of hard tyres. Is Jordan 17th place, I believe he still hasn't got back in his car and he's lap down anyway, so the Renault man is effectively out the race. But yeah, everyone else, this is the ready to get reset for the rest of them now. And Thomas, he'll be that's good news for him, that safety car, because I don't think he had the pace of Scorpion, and now Scorpion's behind the safety car and he's got the 5-second penalty. Thomas, I'd say at the moment I'd call him slight favourite for the race win, but he needs a clear Lawrence, because I believe Thomas maybe has the pace advantage over Lawrence, but Scorpion, we're just hoping these guys behind battle. That's his only chance, I think, with that 5-second penalty, because there won't be another safety car, I don't think, and even if there is another safety car, I believe these guys will probably stay out. Yeah,
I think now, because the safety car has gone on this long, I think they will probably make it to the end, even though they're going to be very close to their death point. Let's just say that one. We'll have a look on the task system about that at the end of the race then. But for now, I think the one thing that we really have to mention, obviously not in real life mechanic but in game mechanic, Jordan is in between Epic Scorpion and Lawrence, and
yeah,
that's going to mean that sadly for Lawrence, that he's got a car in between him and the leader, even though he's not actually here. So that's not going to benefit him in the slightest of his advances towards potentially P1 at the end of this race then. But now we need to watch out now for safety car restart. Who have the better start? We know that the softs will be warmer at the start, then they're going to get a better reset. And I think the main people we need to look out for is Killplane, Truth, potentially Trunders, and Sir Gwyneth and Thomas. Obviously very fast soft runners. Getting ready now to go green. He's been let off now. Epic Scorpion's gone for it. Lawrence already trying to get past. There you go then. And now we're under green flag conditions, side by side, racing here between Thomas and Lawrence, and side by side in behind. You can see the all grid in one shot then down towards turn number 1 and 2. Thomas tries to go the inside of Lawrence. There is contact there. Trunders obviously and Mega Gamer making some moves, and Gwyneth down the order then. He's lost some positions on the exit of 2 then. And watch out now for Mega Gamer on the hard end, round the outside of Trunders potentially, as we come now down towards turn number 4 then through Curva Grande, and he is past Trunders down into turn number 4 then into 5 now. Trunders lost another position then on exit potentially to Sir Gwyneth then. Those two have not had good restarts, but up in front, Epic Scorpion has got a 1.2 second lead.
Yeah, as Gazman got snapped, Gwyneth's got wind, which I believe Gwyneth got hit because of the recovering Thomas, so that was no fault for Gwyneth. He just hit the back of the recovering car, and it was only good for podium. I think Gwyneth's going to move down on Thomas there, but Thomas, he just ran the back side in the wrong way, and now Gwyneth's going to really focus. Quite bad wind damage there. Going to game on hard tyres. He's also got wind damage, and he's been a bit of a train. He's allowed the front forward pull away as Matthias has spun it again. Now, I believe it was a spin on the previous time that caused safety car, but it won't be this time. He has recovered, and yeah, that ghost car, I think, maybe caused that incident because Lawrence had to stay behind it, and he lost time to the leader.
Oh my god. Sorry, I'm just going to have to cut in. Killplane's past 1. He's potentially past 2. And even 3 if he gets this right. So Gwyneth trying to go. There you go. It could be 3. Down towards turn number 1. He's going to get past. Potentially that's going to be 2. Then he's going to get past there. Watch out on exit. Let's have a look then. Kill plane. There's contact through turn 1. Yellow flags being shown. But look at this kill plane. Potentially 3 moves in a sector. Watch out. And no, not this time. Only 2 moves. But there you go. Sorry for cutting in there, Jamie. But kill plane was making some mad moves out of the final corner there. His pace out of that corner really showing what he's got now with only 8 laps to go.
Yeah, and Gazman side put the kill plane and spun around. And he's dropped down the field. Gazman's he's John back to the field again as kill plane. Look at him, he's got the run on Quinneth, and a lot of these guys had out compromised. There's Chunder's got the move on Big Gamer into the 5th place, but these guys lost lots of guys head. What can Quinneth do? Can he have he can, but look how much later break. The Big Gamer's really struggling. He got that move early on, but now them hard tyres are starting to suffer the consequences. Kill play needs to get past these 2 very quickly. He got past 3 cars there on the previous lap amazingly, but he needs to do a bit further as he needs to really progress as mid-gamer. Mid-gamer is on course for a disqualification at the moment, so he's got that pit, so he's got to be careful. There's Kilrunneth. It's so unfortunate for him getting that wind damage because he was looking good early on, but he's going to really fall down the field now.
Yeah, exactly. But I think Trunders is literally the head of the most most impaired train you've ever seen. Then obviously you got someone on the hard. You got Killplane who's not got damage, but you got Truth who's got damage. You got Quinneth who's got damage, and you've got so Quinneth, Truth, and Mega Gamer all with damage, and Mega Gamer obviously on the hards as well. Then very much an impaired train in terms of pace. Then. And watch out for a lot of moves then as Truth trying to get past Killplane. Killplane right on the back of Mega Game, and then Trunders really has made a little bit of a gap now. Killplane needs to get past as soon as possible, Jamie.
Yeah, hooking up inside into Lesmore 2, and that wasn't going to work. He's in the wall there, yeah. Quinneth was really struggling. He lit it up into Lesmore 1, and I thought Hooky was side by side there, but he's lost it at the same point where I believe Lewis Hamilton lost it in 2009, and he's in the wall. Hooky, as I mentioned, Hooky, he's having a quietly decent race. He's looking for some points, and unfortunately, I put the curse on him before I was able to.
Yeah, so one there for Hooky. He had decent pace in qualifying. We saw him. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's Truth trying to go up the inside of Mega Gamer there. Didn't see that happening then, but now, oh my Jesus Christ. Watch out. Even Just Mikey. He's been nowhere this entire race. He's up in 10th. Watch out. That's 9th almost now for him. Dexter ahead. He's getting a little bit of a toe. He's going to break out for that one. Truth's broken a little bit later, and he's held him now. But look at this. Just Mikey, who I'm not... Has he even got off the board yet in terms of points? He at the moment is in 10th and is shining at the moment inside that top 10. Always trying to overtake some people as Quinneth has lost more positions due to his damage.
Yeah, the last 4 races, Mike's gone 9th, 8th, 9th, 8th, so he's sort of solid in there, back at the point. So yeah, it's a solid point score, but he could be on course for his best result this season. He's making getting is really struggling. He really should pit. I believe he has forgotten about the 2-stop rule because he did by now. But look at Dexter, he's sort of been nowhere this race, but Dexter's coming alive and he's going to go side by side. He's going to have the outside of. But he shows a great length in the McLaren. Yes, he is through into 7th place. Then again picks up penalties. Look at this. He's really aggressive. He's been really aggressive all night.
Well, yeah, let's have a look at this then. It's going to be potentially 3 wide down to Parabolica if they can hold it, if they're going to be sensible. Truth. Oh, damage. Damage for Just Mikey then. We just said he's had a decent race. And I believe he's just picked up some damage then on the back of Mega Gamer. Let's just have a look on the task system. Yes, massive damage. Orange front wing damage there for Just Mikey. And VSC has been pulled out. And that is because of you having a giggle, mate. Has crashed.
Yeah, and Mike's got past Thomas somewhere. So,
Mike.
Race. I don't know what happened there, but Mike has got past Thomas. I wonder if Thomas made a slight mistake in turn 1, but I just saw that. He's not having to let the gap through. As Mike's got a penalty, Thomas is still effectively the race winner, I believe. Penalties.
He just had a moment there. Sorry about that. I just saw everyone breaking. Thomas almost into the back of either Bryn Mike then. 5 laps to go now. And this could go anyway at the moment. Epic Scorpion obviously got a 5-second penalty. And this is really just falling into the hands of Thomas then. Oh, look at that. This is giving me Magello flashbacks then in terms of VSC and the pace that everyone is going. Watch it turn green any second now then. As we now come down into the Sky Chicane. And now we are DRS enabled. Did anyone get any kind of penalties? I think everyone is clean on that occasion. And watch out for Gwyneth and Mega Gamer. Mega Gamer losing time on that one. But now, up ahead, we've got Thomas versus Either Win Mike then. Either Win Mike not having a good start to this next section of the race then. But now, watch out for the Welshman trying to get back up into that P3 then. He doesn't have the ERS though. Neither does Thomas, to be fair. Neither does Lawrence. But Epic Scorpion has almost got 50% ERS. He's looking good into these final few laps.
Yeah, he got a really good VST as well. The two Alpha Tauri guys winning quite close together. We did mention that Tunners did actually let Killplane by last week. Wouldn't see him again. If Killplane, well, he's in 6th place, but he's got no penalties. The guy's head got a lot of penalties, so if he can get by his teammate, Killplane may still get a podium tonight, despite having a quite a poor race. Yeah, I'm not sure how Mike got by Thomas for the VSC. Maybe Thomas might mention it later in an interview, but yeah, I was quite surprised to see that Alpha man through. But Thomas has soon dispatched him and he's going to try and get his work done, maybe try and get a move on Lawrence. But at the moment, Thomas is winning this race by around 2.5 seconds, so he's comfortable at the moment. But I think Thomas want to get the move done on Lawrence because his tyres will die off pretty shortly. But I think he might just be alright if he can just hang on DRS. That might bring the race win if he can avoid getting a corner cut penalty, which we haven't seen that many penalties like this tonight. There's only been 5 or 6 drivers get penalties. I've very few of them were for safety car and speeding infringement, so not many corner cuts tonight, which is good to see.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone's saying within the track limits, confined by the stewards. But I feel like if there's going to be a move between the Alpha Tauris, it's right now then. Watch out for this one. Trunners versus Killplane. And look at that. Even before the start-finish line then, well, the driver set off at the start of the race. He is now passing. Watch out for Dexter, actually, who's looking for a little run himself. But no, not this time. Yellow Sector 1. Is that Mike round? That is Mike round. Do you see what happened there, Jamie?
Yeah, I just saw Thomas getting the move done onto Lawrence into turn 1. Lawrence defending inside line. Thomas saved out to break him easily, and then I just saw, I just saw Mike just spin it coming out turn 1. He just spun it. I don't know if there's contact there between the Alfa Romeo and the McLaren man, but yeah, down to 7th place, and Mike's tyres may have gone. He's really struggling for traction. I believe it's just yet again for the Alfa Romeo man, it's fallen apart. Promising pace, but penalties and a few mistakes have started to creep in. It's Epic Scorpion.
Oh no!
Thomas, he's going to win his race quite comfortably at the moment, and Killplane, he may be able to jump Epic Scorpion if he gets his foot down.
Yeah, get the foot down, and he'll be right into this potentially podium territory. 8.5 seconds now, with an 8-second penalty at the moment between the two of them. Lawrence, obviously, I believe only has 3 seconds. Yes. So, excuse me on that one. Killplane is very much in contention of potentially getting something, and there we go. That is Mega Gamer, who's retired from this race. It's too late probably now for any kind of safety car. He broke his front wing. Yeah, he just completely broke his whole wing through Lesmo 1 then. He's lost it on exit, and that's not good for him. But now we need to look at Killplane, not because of his his track and his overtakings, but he needs to look. We need to look at this pace. But I feel like Epic Scorpion may be safe due to the fact that he's got the medium tyre.
Yeah, and Killplane's tyre wear is quite bad. He's got 50% on the front left and rear left. That's by far the most of anyone around him. So yeah, Killplane is going to be struggling for back temperature. But at worst case scenario, I think he's on for 4th place, which would be a decent recovery drive after a difficult race. And at the moment, the live championship standings, the gap between him and Thomas will be up to 9 points. So yeah, it's been a decent recovery drive, and Killplane is actually at the fastest lap, so at that point it's been accounted for in the task. So yeah, it's a 9-point gap at the moment. Killplane has got the fast lap. I don't believe that fast lap inside top 10 will be beaten. It'd be quite an effort, I think, but a few guys outside the top 10 may be pitting up and maybe going for fast lappers. Hooky and Sully are fighting over the final point position. Hooky is desperate to get a point. He doesn't have that many this season. Sully in his debut race he's done well to keep going after a few difficult moments. Can the Alfa Romeo man get by Ferrari? The Alfa Romeo guys have been quick tonight, but they've been a bit unfortunate in terms of mistakes. He's got a good run here. Hooky should surely get moving easy down the pitch straight. Sully will try to defend. Sully's got some decent line speed there, but Hooky has got the move done. He's up into the points.
Exactly. Good race recovery there for the Alfa Romeo driver after having a decent qualifying then, and just Mikey back in this after his front wing. And what was that there? Oh, Trunders! Oh, massive crash! Oh no, no, no! With so little laps to go, there's been a massive crash between Trunders, either with Mike and Dexter then. I kind of saw that unfold, and that was not one to be proud of between the three of them. And they're going to be slapping their knees. They spent 25, 26 laps of grueling energy to lose it just like that.
Yeah, it was 3 wide into Ascari, into the Porsche Roger chicane. I believe Mike got his braking completely wrong, outworked himself, hit the back of Dexter. Dexter wasn't really in that fight, he was ahead. Dexter was the unfortunate victim there, and they've all got wing damage. Trunders got severe wing damage, Mike's got severe wing damage, and yeah, just Dexter's unfortunate. I believe Dexter's got away without damage, but he's lost a lot of place, and Dexter's looking good for some good points to finish the back up his teammate in terms of Constructors' Championship. That happened for him, and Thomas is in the race lead now, so did Epic Scorpion make a mistake somewhere?
Yeah, I'm not sure what's happened there actually. That is very interesting. Where's that gone? He's lost a lot of time there. He's lost it somewhere. Not sure how he's done that, but obviously a massive off there. He was 3 seconds ahead and now he's behind. So that opens it up for Killplane. Killplane will probably get, if everything goes to plan in this final lap, P3, and that will be very good for his championship hopes then, as obviously Thomas is leading the race, and yeah, it seems like Thomas may take this win then today out here then, but this gives a great shout out then to Just Mikey. He's up into 6th. Great race from him.
Yeah, that wind damage I thought it was all gone for him. Yeah, 6th place, it's going to be his best result of the season. He's sort of kept that trouble later on, and I think Quinneth might be on the podium without that incident with Luke Thomas, but he's in 7th place, Gazzaman in 8th, keeping out trouble as always, and get that spin. These guys, Mikey, Quinneth and Gazza, all at moments, but they've recovered well. The guys behind are more instance, and yeah, Epic Scorpion lost 5 seconds in sector 3 on that previous lap as Thomas has won the race, Lawrence in 2nd, and Scorpion's going to finish 3rd, but I think Killplane will jump him into 3rd place. Yes, he does. Truth NRP staying 5th place, I believe. Yes, he does. Just Mikey in 6th place. Oh, that's close. Just Mikey in 6th. Quinneth, Gazzaman 7th, Quinneth 8th, Dexter 9th place on floor. That was not his fault. Hooky will get points, and so will Sun in his debut, I believe. So these efforts there for Sun in his debut to get some points. Mike will drop to 13th, but I think he will be chosen for that incident. Matthias in 14th, and Jordan who's 15th lap down, but he wasn't in the race anyway, as he was a ghost car for the majority of that race. We were so intrigued in the instance, we've got to find the lap.
Yeah, so intrigued, and I don't know where a certain Epic Scorpion lost it. It just came out of nowhere, but driver of the day for the in-game goes to Killplane. He got P3 in the end. Up 9 positions then at the end of that race. Very good pace out when he was alone then. And a very good race once again. And he's starting on the most famous podium in F1. And he's absolutely loving it. And now Thomas takes the win today from 4th on the grid after a poor qualifying up into 1st.
Yeah, good effort there for him. Yeah, he kept it clean, kept avoiding them penalties, a good pace throughout. I believe Mega Gamer was maybe quicker, but he made a few mistakes, and I wonder if Mega Gamer really lost it in the Ascari chicane. If you lose time in the final sector, that's the only place I can imagine. But
Epic
yeah,
Scorpion, by the way.
Epic Scorpion, sorry, yeah, yeah, but yeah, Lawrence, decent race for him, 2nd place. He's looking good for that 3rd place championship now with Jordan not scoring and Killplane. He stays in championship hunt with the fastest lap.
Yeah, let's just go through the order real quick. Thomas in 1st, Lawrence P2, and Killplane, a very good race from him, P3. P4, Epic Scorpion, P5, Truth, P6, Just Mikey, P7, Gazzaman, P8, Sir Quinneth, P9, Trunders, P10, Dexter, P11, Hooky, P12, O'Sully, P13, Mike, P14, Matthias, and Jordan. That is Mega Gamer, You Having a Giggle, and Aaron, all not finishing today then, but once again, a very good race. We were never lacking action out on track in Monza today. And yeah, what a race, with Killplane taking the fastest lap.
Yeah, outside the top 10, I believe the fastest, obviously do get a point outside the top 10. And I believe that was Mike.
Again.
another fastest lap. He's doesn't go to them gloves, I have to say, but yeah. So he may be in contention for them, but he finished scored outside the point again, but he still gets another point fast lap. As I mentioned, as we have our Driver Day nominations. I'll let you go first. Who are you going to nominate for the Driver of the Day, and what's your question for him?
Right, I'm going to go, honestly, just because I haven't seen him do amazingly so far. You could mention Killplane, but he should be up at the top anyways. So I'm going to give it to someone who doesn't potentially have much experience up in the top 6, and that's going to be to Just Mikey in the Renault. Great performance from him today. And obviously, he did get that front wing damage mid-race then. And I just want to ask about that realistically. And what was his thoughts when that happened? And how did he recover so well then to have a good result at the end of the race then? And yeah, so my driver of the day, going up 10 positions, is Just Mikey.
Well, I'm going to go for the race winner and the guy who has extended his championship to 9 points, ERT Thomas. I'm going to ask him 2 questions. I'm going to ask him, well done on that win. Well done that win. Did you think the softs were going to make it to the end after the safety car? And also ask him what happened to Epic Scorpion, because we missed it on the commentary.
Well, yeah, there you go then. And those are 2 questions. Well, 3 actually questions there. And I wonder what did happen to him. We didn't catch that on stream, sadly. But thank you everyone so much for watching. Anything else to say, JB?
No, thanks for joining me again. Spag. It was a really enjoyable race. We had 2 really good races, I think. It got a bit chaotic at the end, a few instances, and I think the stewards maybe an overtime this weekend. But Thomas has got back on form after his little blip last week. So yeah, that's good to see for Thomas's sake. And that championship lead is, as I mentioned earlier, it's down to 10 points. So it's up to 10 points now. So it's still all to play for, but Thomas, with 3 races to go, he's starting to maybe take stronger hold as we go to the Sochi Autodrome next week. So I don't know if you'll be around next week, but what's your thoughts on the Sochi circuit?
Oh, I'm not a massive fan of it in its real life status, but let's be real here. It's provided good racing and league racing, so I'm all for it. It's got some long straights, good overtaking opportunities, so why not? It's a good track.
Yeah, well, if Barcelona offers a great race, I'm pretty sure Sochi makes ability too. Yeah, obviously do check out our sponsors and partners. Shout out to our race premium drivers and our EAT drivers. And as for that, well, we'll see you all next week. Do check out the podium here, which is live now, I believe. So do check that out. And as for me and Spag, we'll see you all again next time.
Yeah, thank you everyone so much for watching. Good viewership throughout this stream. And yeah, as Jamie said, thank you so much for watching and goodbye.